Facebook. Hey, top of the morning to you. It's a fresh, brand new Monday. So, I wanted to talk about, in today's fire chat, goals. We all are born with goals inside of us. Things that our spirit wants to accomplish, experience. And I believe that the goals, the destinations that we're aiming for are very, very important to have. Some people say, think about 5 years in the future. What are those goals? And for me, it's nice to have them, but they're not a priority because I'm more interested in the micro goals than I am in the macro goals. Meaning, I don't want to see the big picture yet because, I'm just starting out. I want to see the little things that make up the big picture, So, what are these little things, right? So let's just say my goal is to travel out west. Okay, that's the big macro goal, is to go out west. Now, what am I going to do to accomplish this goal? So I need to get a magnifying glass, and I need to analyze this journey, So there's 4 stages I was taught to look at when it comes to goal making. The first one is you got to be aware. This sits in the east direction. The awareness of your goals. You got to be able to see your goal. Because if you can't see it, then it doesn't exist. So what I do is I go into my bullet journal and I'll write down my goal. I see myself in BC, out west, in the mountains, learning from the traditional natives out there and hanging out with them and experiencing their life, supporting their life, and that's my goal. Okay, so that's written down in my bujo, my bullet journal. That's my east direction. And then I move to the south. My south direction has to do with research. I have to become aware and then research my goal. So what things will I require to accomplish this goal? Well, first of all, I need financial support. So I need a job. I need a way to bring money in to save. And that will fracture down to other goals, like what kind of job am I willing to do? How many hours am I willing to put in? What's my physical health like? What's my mental state like? What's my emotional state like? And when I break it down in this fractured kind of situation, style, system, it's easier for me to analyze the research of this goal. How much is it going to cost to travel? Am I going to travel by bus, train, plane? Am I going to hitchhike? Am I going to ride a bike? No. But these are questions that need to be asked, right? And researched. What's the distance? Are there stopping places along the goal, along this journey? So I'm going to write down everything. It doesn't matter how insignificant or stupid or silly or amazing these ideas are. I'm going to write them all down in the southern direction of my medicine wheel circle. And I'm going to research the type of clothing, because I know that western BC, the Pacific Ocean, is a lot different weather than in the eastern Ontario. I know that the people eat differently, so I have to be aware of that. Not much, but I also know that the prices are very different as well. The availability of services are very different. So I got to research every single part of this journey. What am I going to need on my trip? I got to research that. So once the research is done on the southern direction of my goals, my goal circle, then I'm going to travel towards the western direction. And this is where I start to put into practice everything that I've done in the east and the south. I don't know if this thing is still working. Oh well. So making it quick, because I just got a warning on my phone saying my data is up or something. So you got the west direction. And this is where you put everything into practice. You start applying the job you need. You start saving the money, the penny pinching. Like this half of this paycheck is going to pay for so many kilometers on my trip. Or this quarter of my paycheck is going to pay for my food on my trip. You know, you start dissecting and, you know, pie chart and everything, your finances. I'm going to work out and exercise so I'm in healthy shape when I get to my destination or on my journey. I'm going to take care of my mental, stay positive, stay magnetic towards my goals, you know. So these are things that have to be done, right? I'm going to find resources and people that have been to this area. You know, I'm going to look at videos where people have traveled to this destination or even on their journey. I'm going to do my research and study this. I'm going to put into application. I'm going to make contacts of hostels out there, places I can sleep, tenting areas, you know, apartments, whatever it is, you know. I'm going to put into practice and write everything down in my journal. So because the mind is a tricky thing, it's so easily distracted. The last thing is in the north part of your medicine wheel. And in this section of the medicine wheel, this is where you have to maintain your goals because there's so much distraction going on. There's so much chaos. There's so much other better things you think. And you have to be able to maintain your eye on the prize. You got to stay focused, stay narrowed, dial in your sights to your goal. You cannot be distracted because, you know, once you fall off that feather, it's hard to get back on. You know, it's not easy. So, how do you stay on focus? Some people, one person in Facebook, one of my friends, spoke about a vision board. I love that idea, eh? I used to make vision boards like 10 years ago or more, and I used to have them all over every single room. And I'd always be bombarded with my goals, with my dreams, eh? With my journey. So a vision board is good, you know. You just get a piece of board and you start cutting out magazine pictures and writing on it and doing artwork and painting and what have you. Whatever your creative outlet is, you put it on that board. And you could tweak it, and you could change it, and you can replace it with better goals or tweak goals. It doesn't make a difference. The point is that you're always laser focused on your goals. That's going to be a priority, eh? Because you have a destination to go to, you have a journey to take, and nothing's going to distract you. And that's one of the things I'm learning in my life, is that a lot of people fail in their goal making, in their journey, in their planning, is because they are distracted by the world news. They're distracted by family drama. They're distracted by community chaos. They're distracted by their own past unresolved issues. There's so many things to distract us and so many responsibilities to pull us away from our destination that we want to be in, right? That we want to hit. Imagine you're shooting an arrow, okay? Here's an arrow. And your destination is way over there by that cedar tree right there. See that cedar tree? Well, I got it online right now. All it takes is just a little tiny smidgen. If I move my finger just to like a centimeter, I'm going to miss that tree, my target. That's how easy it is to be distracted. If I move like just a smidgen this way, it's going to be way off. So I got to stay on focus, with the arrow. I got to shoot my arrow straight. You know, and not fall off the goal too far. Yes, distractions are part of life, and we need distractions. The distractions help us, keep us in shape. But too much distraction can actually break us from our goals, and we don't want that. That's a no-no. So, whatever your goals are, the important thing is the planning, using this medicine wheel. Okay, you have the awareness in the east. In the south, What is in the South? You have the research in the South. In the West, you have your activate your goals, work on your goals and maintain your goals. Those are the four. I just want you guys to be happy. And what's wrong with that, eh? Wishing happiness on others. I want to wish you guys success in whatever direction you choose to walk. I wish you guys the greatest of love and kindness and compassion and everything good. Mino Bimadzun, eh? The good life. That's what I wish on you all. Now, if you have any goals that you are having in your future, like whether it's a 5-year goal, a 1-year goal, a 6-month goal, or even just a 1-day goal. I remember when I started my sobriety, it used to be just 1 day at a time. That was my goal. And now, after 30 plus years of being sober, clean, heck, I don't even have any urge. That's not even in my, my sights anymore, my radar. Drinking is like, well, whatever, I don't care for it anymore. It doesn't exist in my good life anymore. So now I look for new goals, eh? Now, Chimigwech, I love you all, and I wish you all a great, great, great week. Bamampi, Kawabmin.